graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
You know, I've been from one side of this fandom to the other. In all that time, I have seen a lot of things. Above all that, there is one thing I am absolutely certain of. I am the villain of this story. When the chips are on the line and you only have 10 minutes to make an intro, hot damn, we'll make an intro.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Good job.
Fun.
Oh, shit, guys. Literally, that was loading up the last minute. The very last minute. I was like, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. And at 8:01, it was like done. And I was like, yeah. All right. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Oh, I would like to welcome Samantha Jo, Josh from Project Storytime, and Purple Valkyrie for our Snyder Cut review. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you so very much.
Thank
Good
you. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. And Project Storytime is not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers.
At all. Yes. So that brings me to my statement before I say hello to everybody. We will not be discussing what happened on the charity stream. We will be talking about the movie. That is what we are going to be talking about. Any drama that happened, anything like that is left at the door. We're going to talk about the movie. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and then we are going to carry on later over to the Valkyries channel and talk about it some more. So this is like a double, well, I don't want to say double-ended.
Double feature.
Josh will
Clip that.
clip that and use it against me sometime. Double feature.
It's a two-parter.
It's a two-parter.
Oh my.
And good morning, Chris Persia, the wrench of wrenches is here. Mark the infinitely tired. Good morning, sir. James Andrew Morrison, D.D. Myers, Pod Racing Palpatine, Darth Haster, Dark Shadow, Logan, Justice for Depth, Speaker for the Dead, Humor and Waffles, Pat S., Keely Chow, Roll Tide, Keely Roll Tide, Jedi Bill 797. Good morning, Jedi Bill. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Heirs of Chaos. Good morning, Adega Outlaw. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great time. I hope everyone is having a good morning. It's Friday. Yeah, and we're going to talk Justice League. So the way this is going to work, the way I wanted this to work anyway, is I want to go around the panel and get you guys' thoughts. I have got some notes that I took last night while I was staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning watching this. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the subject. This movie has a completely new opening.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great.
Yep.
Oh, you mean much better than Batman fighting a parademon that leaves him a clue for no apparent reason?
Yeah. And having no how it got there, or why it's there, or completely new opening. Superman is dying. He's been stabbed by Doomsday. You see this shockwave go out, and it's like, oh shit, that woke up one of the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
How smart was that? Holy shit.
And we get Jesse Eisenberg. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay.
Jesse Eisenberg. Woo.
I so totally thought I was playing the Riddler. I was convinced he was playing the Riddler. And he's not the only one. At multiple times, I felt like Ezra Miller was playing Wally West, not Barry Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
want
got
to get
that
into
feeling
that.
too.
Yeah. Huh?
So we'll bring that up. But new opening, I was like, cool. They're opening this movie though in a whole new way.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. And the only thing I didn't like was that they go on to Bruce Wayne on this mountain overlooking this fishing village, and you know where he is, but you're like, it didn't tell us this was like months after that. It just kind of
Yeah.
rolled into that.
Yes.
And that was actually one of the things that I was hoping would be explained, because like Batman just in the original cut, he got the clue about the mother boxes, and then he immediately goes, I'm going to go recruit Aquaman, and he knows where he is somehow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This did not fix that problem.
No, it did not.
He's just there to recruit Aquaman.
Yes, no CGI mustache removal. Yes, get rid of that. Get rid of all of that. And we'll get into the suit. Holy fuck, I was going
Yes.
absolutely crazy when I saw that suit, because he does have multiple suits to pick from, and he's like, ooh, yeah, the black. And I'm back in black. Yeah. So I was completely geeking about that. So we'll get into that though. We'll get into that. No CGI mustache. Yes. And yes, there will be, obviously there in the description, it says spoilers. We're going to be talking spoilers.
Yeah.
So let's get into Steppenwolf and the fight with the Amazons.
Oh,
Damn.
Much
such a
better.
good scene.
Oh
So
my
much
God.
better.
Much better.
Way better, way longer, way more of the Amazons than I could have dreamed of. I was so thrilled.
It was. Even though it was a much longer scene, it felt much tighter. You know, it showed how powerful the Amazons actually are, and how much they were willing to sacrifice to keep this mother box from getting into Steppenwolf's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the action sequences were because they were longer, and they showed much better where people were in relationship to each other. So it was, I could tell what was happening instead of just a jumbled mess.
Yeah.
And Steppenwolf's design is much better.
That was killer.
Dude, yes. I'm like, holy shit. And not just the design. It's not just the design. He suddenly isn't going, Mother would want me to do this. Mommy would want me to do this. I'm doing this for you, Mother. I'm like, holy shit, he's actually an intimidating badass. Instead of mommy issues. And that's all Whedon, mommy issues.
Yeah, they made him so much more fleshed out as a character, as a villain. They gave him motivation. I agree, he looks much better. Didn't like the way that his armor kind of like moves up and down. I thought that was kind of weird.
That was odd, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just could have been armor. It still would have looked awesome. Because it kind of looked like a transformer, you know, with all the little spiky bits on him. But I thought his motivation was so much better. You know, he was used a lot more in the film, but every time he was there for a reason, and he progressed the plot forward. You know, he wasn't just turning up randomly to pick up his damn boxes.
Mumsy wants me to. Mumsy sent me here to get you. Oh.
But yeah, to go off what you were saying, Purple, they also make it very, very clear Darkseid's the one behind everything. It isn't just this random guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing it for mommy. So it's like, all right, much better.
Doing it to get back into his good graces, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
much
That's an
more
actual
fourth
motivation.
world. Much more
Yes.
fourth world.
You know, he
And
clearly-
goodness, I'm so happy to see her.
Oh my
yeah,
God, yes.
yeah. We're gonna get to that. It's in the list. Yes, we need to see Granny Goodness, and she doesn't say anything because I think they have no idea who's gonna play her. She's all CG, but yeah, It's like, holy shit. So we've got new opening Amazons. The fight was stepping the building. They kept the mother boxes in falling off the mountain into the ocean. I thought was fucking epic.
Yeah,
And suddenly you see him flying out of it.
it looked great, but at the same time, if he came in through the ceiling, he could quite obviously go back out through the ceiling.
Yeah,
So
I thought
sealing it, sealing everyone inside and then dropping it in the ocean seemed a little bit redundant.
Yeah.
But it looked great.
I wanted him to fly out of the building as well. I'm like, okay. I
Okay,
wasn't
so
completely disappointed by it, but it was cool.
they do the scene. They do the scene with the arrow, but this has totally changed. It's not we must warn the world of men now. It's like, no, we got to get a message to Wonder Woman because we have to let Diana know what the fuck is going on.
right.
So they send that arrow, and then you get the reveal in the temple. In the Greek temple that is underground in the ruins, and you're like, holy shit, and that's why she knows everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was so grateful for that scene. It's like, now we understand why she knows all of the things.
And
That makes sense.
Did anyone else notice that Ares does the exact same fatal blow to Darkseid that Thor did to Thanos? And this would have been a year before Infinity War came out.
Yes, he
Yes, I
Yes.
did catch that.
did. Mhm.
So this would have been 2017. Ares has this giant double-bladed axe, comes in, destroys Darkseid's like staff that he's got, goes through his shoulder, and it is the exact. I expected
insane.
Darkseid to be like, you should have
gone for the head.
You should have gone for the head.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm just like, holy shit! And he's the son of Zeus.
Mhm.
So you've got the head Greek god Zeus and his son Ares fighting in this battle, and then you've got Thor fighting in the battle against Thanos, and they do the exact same move. Really, the son of Odin and the son of Zeus both do the exact same move to Darkseid.
Are you suggesting chicanery?
No.
Whedon worked for Marvel. And I you don't know how much Whedon knew about what was going to happen, but Mies thinks that there's some back ass chicanery going on, or this was a fu to that scene in Infinity War.
It's like, oh, nobody's ever going to see this scene. I'll just, take it and use it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, after seeing this, it does seem like Whedon deliberately removed all the scenes to make the movie make sense.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need continuity.
Why? Why would you
Reasons
want to be continuous?
Reasons for your characters to do things? Yeah, okay.
Things exploding, it's fine.
Humor and waffles, no. Sir, there was 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Snyder was told, if you have that in the film, in the final cut, there will be no airing of your movie. We will pull it. So get it out of the movie, or you have no movie. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, Warner Brothers is like really, really vindictive.
Yeah, they are petty.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's the better word. Yes.
Because that was something that certain someone was told not to talk about, that he ended up talking about anyway.
Yeah.
That he wasn't supposed to bring up, and he brought it up anyway. There was supposed to be a guest appearance of a certain lantern, and that was removed. They said, get it out of the final cut, or there will be no cut. There will be no Snyder cut.
Shady.
So,
yes.
but the whole temple reveal. Did y'all get any kind of goosebumps seeing that scene from with Darkseid in it instead of Steppenwolf?
It was better.
It was. It had much more of an impact, and it's meant
No
right.
Omega beams, though.
Not till later. Not till later. You get some Omega beams later.
Yes.
It cements the idea that as powerful as Morph is, and they've already had a run-in with him, there's something much worse behind that, and I think that was really well done, that reveal.
Unite the Seven, yeah. Humor and Waffles, yeah. Unite the Seven. We can have six. We can have 6 chairs. Oh, plus 1. Plus 1. Yes, Grant. Yes, Grant Gustin is the Flash. That is the next thing I was actually going to bring up. Ezra Miller. I still think okay. There's a couple of funny bits in this. It's better, but he's still horrible, and he still is under the impression he's playing Wally West, not Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, he is a god awful Barry Allen. Really is. I mean, they made more of his character. He's a more interesting character in this. He's less wisecracky. But again, Barry Allen isn't a wisecracking Flash.
Right.
So that makes more sense.
No, that's Wally West.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank you, Cardinal Sim, for that $1.99 super chat, brother. Go ahead, Josh.
Well, I was just gonna say, yeah. If they had simply made this the Wally West Flash, I think people would have less issue with Ezra Miller in this role. He was. They removed so much. This cut removed a lot of the gags and stuff that made him insufferable in Justice
Not just
League.
that, the cuck. He wasn't cucked. He wasn't completely fucking cucked in this movie.
Yep.
He's not like, oh, I can't go in there and damn anybody. I'm a brain. Pussy! You're the Flash, not a pussy. And he's like sitting around, pew, 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 in this one. And I'm like, holy shit, he's not cucked. He's totally not cucked in this movie.
Yeah.
All right.
He's actually an integral character to the plot.
Yeah, and I want to be a hero. I want to be a fucking hero. Superman was my idol. I want to be a hero. Great! Finally! Welcome to the fucking club.
Although I will say they have now introduced an issue where they now have no excuse to ever lose a fight because they have introduced time travel.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, okay, so can win every fight now.
And it wasn't just Ezra. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I liked Amber Heard. God help me as Mara.
Hey.
I liked her as Mara. As much as I hate her as a person, I liked her as Mara in this movie. I'm just like, holy fuck. I don't hate Ezra. I don't like him per se, but I don't hate him in this movie. And I don't hate Amber Turd in this movie either.
I still could have done without her, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah.
I was just like, every time she showed up on screen,
I mean,
I cringed.
Didn't have a lot of scenes and she didn't have a lot of dialogue. But still, I think she could have been quite easily recast and wouldn't have made any difference to the film.
I agree.
So Humor and Waffles brings up a really good point. And I want to say something for all of you who did not see The Flash. It was I believe it was the second season, which also happened to be the first season of Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Flash is testing out this gear that he's going to add to his suit. And as he's running, this portal opens and he runs right back out of it. And he ends up back at Star Labs and he's like, holy crap. I can't believe that just happened. They're like, what? And he's like, how long have I been gone? And they're like, you just left. And he's like, oh. And he doesn't say anything else about this. Mm-hmm. He spent the whole day with Supergirl in an alternate dimension. And that's how they handled it on The Flash. He never said, oh, guess who I met? Nothing like that. He's just like, how long have I been gone? Oh, just a couple minutes. What's going on? Oh, just nothing. And that they could have totally done that. Grant Gustin could have totally been in the movie. And yeah, he could have just been like, you wouldn't believe what happened to me yesterday. Oh, no, we got to do this. And bam, it's done. It's done. Thank you, Humor and Waffles, for bringing that up. I totally get that because they did that in season 2 with Supergirl. They could have totally done something like that. but they didn't want to do that because it's Warner Brothers.
So, do you have any thoughts on Ray Fisher as Cyborg?
Man, I believe it or not, that was the exact. Josh, you're reading my notes. How are you reading my notes? What are you reading? How are you seeing behind the curtain? How are you doing this?
Josh is
I have a
cybernetic.
cybernetic monocle, Loki.
Exactly.
My very next point was Cyborg is a completely new character with full backstory. Can understand why Ray Fisher was pissed that 80% of his scenes were cut.
Yeah, he's a completely different character. I actually felt sympathy for him instead of just, oh, that guy.
Yes. Yeah, he actually had a story arc, which was nice, It's great to see him, and you can see why he's so bitter about being Cyborg once you realise what he's gone through and, what he's having to deal with, and how powerful he is. That was the big thing for me, just what he can actually control.
Anybody else?
Why would you give a teenager the ability to hack like anything? Just throw that out there.
Okay. I know from the backstory, and I had to explain this to a couple of people who saw this movie and didn't know the backstory of Cyborg. He got in a car accident. Now, that in my version of that, if I am remembering correctly, it was after a game and he was on his way to celebrate. It wasn't like he was with his mom.
Okay.
So I don't remember his mom dying. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I don't ever remember his mom dying. But you have to understand that I was reading this in the 90s and the early 2000s. So they may have changed something. I don't know, but I don't remember his mom being a factor. I just remember him getting in a car accident, and that's how he ended up being Cyborg. So I liked that they did that. I liked that they showed you that. I liked that they have his dad more in this, and that there's like this rumble between them, and he ends up. How much good dad do we have in this movie?
This is quite a bit, yeah.
Anti-fucking Hollywood. We've got good dad. Hey everybody, we've got good father figures in this fucking movie.
And poor Miles Dyson can't get away from sacrificing himself by pushing a button.
God. I just hear him now. He's got his thumb on the button, and you're like, oh shit, move. Boom. There goes Cyberdyne.
And that it's a shame that it was the last Terminator film.
Yes, it was, man. That's so horrible that was. I don't know. I like the one where they were in the future. Yeah, forgive me. Everybody hates that one, but I liked it. The one with Christian Bale. I like that movie. The uncut.
Oh, good for you.
I like the uncut version. When Arnold comes out at the end killing people, I was like, yeah,
that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And a thumbs up from Roger Haynes and to $1.99 Canadian super sticker. Thank you so very much, Roger Haynes, for that, brother. Thank you. Ray Fisher, totally new character, totally different feel to him. I was impressed, and I suddenly understood. I got it. Why he's so fucking pissed at Whedon. That Whedon just cut the heart out of his character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there was nothing in the original Justice League. There was no point to even having Cyborg there. It's like, why? You're not telling the story. You didn't give me any reason to connect to this character.
Yeah.
Except that he's angsty. It's just like, oh, okay.
What did you guys think of his redesign?
I liked it.
You liked
Yeah,
it?
it looked much better.
It was better. It was still too much CGI for me. It was still like, I mean, his eye was so it threw me every time.
Who didn't expect to hear some AC/DC when that helmet came down and he was flying off into the clouds? Because I was like, oh, that so looks like fucking a silver Iron Man.
Yep. The War Machine. The whole time. The whole time I was thinking Iron Man.
Yeah, I like the design of him. There was just a couple of shots when it looked a little bit odd, especially around the face. It didn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't quite match up.
Oh,
And Tom Forsythe, if there's no Booyah, if you don't like saying it, maybe Cyborg isn't the character for you.
Well,
One of
because he
the
tried saying that was racist now.
Yeah.
What?
One of the reasons why Ben Affleck works so well in Batman versus Superman and in this movie is because Ben Affleck knows the history of Batman. He grew up reading Batman. He grew up idolizing Batman. Him and Kevin Smith are like Batman fucking junkies, both of them. Whether you like Kevin Smith or not, they both grew up idolizing this superhero, thinking he was the very best of the very best. So when you know your background on those characters, it's all flowing. It's all flowing out of you. That's why Ben Affleck plays such a good damn Batman and a Bruce Wayne. I honestly believe he is the first one to nail both characters completely because they are two separate characters. You've got Batman and then you've got Bruce Wayne. And he is both. It's not just he plays a good Batman but a shitty Bruce Wayne, or he plays a great Bruce Wayne but he plays a crappy Batman. Because I thought George Clooney was a great my God, Bruce Wayne. Thank you. And a horrible fucking Batman.
Yeah, he was a nightmare.
yeah.
As Batman.
Okay, so what do we got next? We've got... Okay, what did you guys think about this since we're talking about Batman? There should have been a Batman movie. It should have explained what happened to Jason, what happened to Robin, and it should have explained why the hell he feels it acceptable to use guns. Because every time I see a gun come out on the fucking Batmobile, I'm pissed.
Me too.
I didn't like it in 89. I didn't like it in Batman versus Superman. I sure as shit don't like it in this. Because it's not like we're playing with rubber bullets here. The whole thing in Frank Miller, I don't even like that. And it's rubber bullets and a rubber bullet cannon, and I still don't like that.
Yeah, considering the character's always traditionally been very averse to guns, there were a hell of a lot of guns in this film. And he was having no issue killing.
But most of the ones he was using were ray guns. That makes it fine.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah, I agree. Humor and waffles, like secret identities, just don't matter in the Snyderverse. Like right after Superman comes back to life.
Clark.
Yeah, exactly. Lois, do you mind?
You know what? She was actually one of my biggest issues in this film. I like Amy Adams. I do not like her Lois. I haven't liked her in any of the films. Just something that just does not work. I don't know whether it's the way the character's written or whether it's the way her take on the character, but she really grates on my nerves in this.
And just to answer Derek McManus in this, I took a shotgun shell full of rubber bullets to the chest with a bulletproof vest on. And yeah, that was one of the things I had to do in training. And yeah, I get it. I couldn't sit up for like a month. Yeah, I totally got eat. And if that was to the chest, I can't imagine what it'd be like hitting you in the face.
Oof.
Damn.
Because I had armor on. Yeah, I had armor on, and I was black and blue.
Oof.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't want to take a rubber bullet. But any bullets, any guns at all. Batman does not do guns. Batman does not like guns. Batman is not okay with guns. Even fucking ray guns. It's not something he does. Okay, you've got an entire thing when they did Batman Beyond where he pointed a gun at somebody and was like, fuck, I can never be Batman again now.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, he was having a heart attack. He picked up a gun and he's like shaking the gun, pointing it at this guy. And he's like, no, don't, please. And he's like, fuck, I almost shot a guy. I can't be Batman. And never put the fucking suit on again. But hey, you know what? Machine guns, a fucking 50 millimeter auto cannon on the Batmobile. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's a party. So I want a Batman movie. Before this, I want a Batman movie that explains what happens, shows what happens to Robin, show them what happens to Jason, because it's Jason. I don't know
Yeah.
where the hell Tim Drake is. I don't know where the hell
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson is, but it was Jason.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was Jason, I want to know what happened. I mean, we obviously know Joker got him, but I want to actually see it, because later you find out that Joker, he sent Jason after Joker. That's what I can't believe. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really? I don't think so.
So I want to know why that happened. I want fucking context, and I want to know why guns are okay. Because it's got to be something really big that changes him to where guns are okay.
And this is also one of the problems that the whole Snyderverse thing has had. They've just rushed everything. I mean, there was supposed to be Man of Steel 2 before Batman v Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, but then in Batman v Superman, okay, here's Batman. Oh, and Wonder Woman. Oh, and cameos of Flash and Aquaman and Lex Luthor. And way too much, way too quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so desperate to get on the same level as the MCU.
Yep.
They just couldn't have the time to plot out these movies and give each of the characters the build up and the backstory that they needed to progress into this shared universe.
Keely Chow, Roll Tide, brother. There should have been a live adaptation of Batman Under the Red Hood that takes place before Birds of Prey, where Batman fights Black Mask and Joker while confronting Jason Todd, the Red Hood. Yes, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
That's what we should have gotten. That's what I'm talking about.
Just not the Black Mask from Birds of Prey.
Oh.
Yeah. No, not the Black Mask. No. I can't even think of his name right now. I love him. He's a great actor, but no. I love him as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but no.
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My mind's not working. It's what you get when you stay up all night watching. Yeah, no Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. I can't handle it. No. It's got to be someone evil. And you know what? You can even do the Black Mask and then have it be Joker. You know? Have they did that in Arkham Origins, and I fucking love that. It's like, I'm going after the Black Mask, and then oh shit, it's not Black Mask, it's Joker. And this is the first time Joker and him ever square up against each other. I love that idea.
I just wish the game wasn't as broken as it was, but
I know.
Yeah.
Wookiee in Exile. Batman decided he was American. He's American.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. God. Wookiee, that's why Punisher was always better than Batman. Oh, shit. But yeah, no, I the gun thing, I just don't get. Okay, so, the resurrection.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Still confusing. I don't. Okay, he has to charge it the moment it hits the resurrection goo water stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if he misses it, can't they just try again?
Yeah, can't they just kind of lift it out and drop it again and just keep doing it?
So,
Until he hits it.
This is when they had to do it so that they could illustrate Flash is able to time travel because he reverses time slightly because he was not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're using your time travel abilities to touch something at the one moment when you could just try it again. I don't quite understand.
No, and they should have left that. They did that as like, oh, look what he can do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's still dumb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I completely agree.
It is kind of dumb, and I felt bad for doing it, but I did kind of giggle a little bit when they put Superman in the water and he doesn't sink, and you got Aquaman kind of pushing him down.
Yeah, I did too.
Get down there. Get down there.
Get down there.
Arthur's more of a dick in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
Than he's like, fucking, we don't need to be doing this stupid ass idea. You're all fucking morons, and you're like, damn, Arthur.
Why are you here?
Why are you even hanging out?
Well, they even kind of bring that up later. They're like, dude, you don't care. He's like, I never said that. The way you've acted for the last 3 hours, you act like you don't give a shit about any of us because I don't. See?
He's too busy taking his shirt off and diving into the ocean.
But he didn't do that. He didn't do that this time. He never dived in. He did that stupid backward splash in the original cut. And I'm like,
Yeah.
That's gone. I half expected him to jump up and go, K, it's merman, and dive back under the water.
They also removed the gag where he was sitting on Wonder Woman's lasso of truth and he just starts like spilling his guts out. They got rid of that gag. Thank God.
Thank heaven.
Yep.
Yeah. Anytime that they got rid of all the really dopey, jokey scenes, it just made it so much better. It's a serious film.
True, but then there were like some humorous moments in there that I was like, oh, that was Snyder? Okay.
Huh.
I thought that was positive that was a Whedon joke.
Yeah.
Where that was Whedon. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. Oh, I guess I gotta go too. Pew. That's Whedon.
Yeah, but no, apparently not.
No, all the mother stuff was Whedon. That I know. Mother. Mother. Yeah, you got issues, fucker. Not only do you not like certain people that, apparently annoy you, but you've got, mommy issues too. I knew it. I called it years ago when I watched Buffy, you fuck.
But at least we now know why he was in Atlantis. He doesn't just turn up randomly like he did in the first film.
Hey, Arthur. Yeah, when I saw William Dafoe's name in the credits at the beginning, I was like, oh shit.
That's the same with me.
Least crazy he's ever looked.
I know. His heart, Osborn.
Oh, really? Come here, Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so speaking of Atlantis, what is the point of them creating like these little air bubbles for them to have their conversations? They're mer creatures. I'll accept that they can just talk underwater.
Yeah, again, I so expected gag. And yeah, no.
It would have been funny, just dolphin noises, yeah.
And just have subtitles.
That would have been great. Like
some whale
with
song,
subtitles.
some whale song going.
Captain, there be amber herds here.
There be herds here.
Ah, she blows.
So many.
And
there's so many jokes with that line.
So many jokes.
Puerca. No, puerca. 24 herds went into the water. Only one came back out. You still think I'm lying, Chief? You gotta get Ash from Evil Dead. Dead by Dawn. Perfect Joker. Yeah. Oh yeah. Herd would have been, or Defoe. Yeah, Defoe. I'm still thinking Herd. God, I can't get my mind off the turd. Defoe would have been a perfect Joker.
Oh God, yeah. Like 20 years ago, he would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even
he's probably too old now, but he'd be
seeing
good.
him in this film, I expected him to be a villain. I know he's not, obviously, but you just expect it.
Arthur, I'm here to completely fuck up everything for you and your group. Ha!
He
God,
was the one good thing of the Death Note movie.
Oh, okay. So, where are we at? What else do we got here? The fight. I thought the fight was, you've got the resurrection.
Wait, which fight?
Yeah, I was gonna say there were a lot of fights, boss.
Okay, so you've got the resurrection. Clark comes back. He's walking through the ship. You see like the old Kryptonian style suit that his dad had. You see this like metal fighting suit. You see the red, the blue, and the yellow. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, gonna be back in black." And you're just like, "Holy shit, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to see. I've been waiting for this."
As a Superman fan, how great was that to see him in the black suit?
Oh, I was bouncing up and down. I have been waiting for that ever since I saw Jor-El in the Christopher Reeve Superman. Ever since I saw Jor-El in those judges' robes, I've wanted to see Superman in black and silver.
Yeah, but also as a Superman fan, they removed the reason for the black and silver suit.
Yeah,
it's to help heal him.
But he does do something that's different. He flies up and he like absorbs the sun's power in that suit. That's like the first thing he does. So maybe that was like a quick fucking recharge suit, like a lithium ion battery for his solar power. You don't know. They never explain it. But I mean, that's what I thought immediately when he like flies up and leaves the atmosphere and he's like directly in the path of the sun. I'm like, maybe that's why.
But build up when he goes up there, that was one of the most emotional scenes I thought in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like that they spent time with Clark reacclimating to life again. As opposed to like the original cut where it was just he takes Lois to the farm and then he's better.
Yeah.
Yes. Walks through the cornfield, all better now. Yeah.
It's like, no, they spent a little time with that. So, okay. That was much better. I also absolutely loved when Steppenwolf was getting his axe and Superman just shows up right at the last second to block it. And like, not impressed. Like,
Yes. Yeah, that was one of those points in the movie where I was just like, holy fuck, yes! He looks at it, he's like, fucking stupid axe. Freeze breath. That's it, bitch. It's over. And no, Aquaman is not Poseidon's son.
No.
Mm-mm.
Now he does get Poseidon's trident. That trident that Mara has at the very end of the movie, that is Poseidon's trident. That is the trident that he will get as king. The trident that Arthur has in this movie is his mother's.
Yeah.
To be fair, they don't look that different. I think they could have done a slight design change on the two of them, because if you didn't know that was the case, it really wouldn't mean anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Mags, good morning. Pretty much most of the review. It's okay. We're going to have another review on the Valkyries here in about a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. One thing I do, a couple of final things before we get out of here. Number one, the Justice League 1, 2, 3. They did that twice in this movie. The first time you see this 1, 2, 3 combo, it is Arthur, Wonder Woman, and then Superman. Arthur kicks him. Wonder Woman, I think, punches him, and Superman comes out of nowhere, and it's like a 1, 2, 3 combo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is the final one where Superman punches him. Arthur uses his trident to stab him. Superman punches him, and then Wonder Woman cuts his head off. literally chops his fucking head off in front of this
Mhm.
girl and sends him back to Darkseid.
Yes,
into
through
his
the boom tube. That was awesome.
boom tube. Yes, I was like, holy shit. This is a Justice League. Every single member of this team is important in this movie.
Mhm.
Flash is important. Cyborg is important. Superman is important. He's the biggest gun they've got. Arthur's important. Wonder Woman, everybody, Batman, they're all vital to this win.
Right. Which is a huge improvement over the original cut, where it was basically Superman shows up and everyone else can just go home at that point.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they lose. They lose. And it's the Flash that's like, bitches, we going back in time. I would have loved it if he'd actually started singing that too. Yeah, I would absolutely love that.
Less cringy humor from Ezra Miller, the better.
Yes. Especially if he's doing something to a fire. Let's just leave that alone. Thank God Superman didn't start any fires with his laser vision. Just thank because you don't want to see.
I could have gone my whole life without seeing that.
Okay, so that I absolutely love that. And then you've got the finale, and you've got the future, which is bleak as hell. You've got Joker, you've got Lex Luthor, you've got oh man, what's his name?
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
I can't even think of like his real name.
Slade Wilson.
Slade Wilson. Thank you. You've got Slade Wilson. You've got as Deathstroke. You've got Joker coming back. You've got Joker, and he doesn't have damage on his fucking forehead. He's not completely written all over. He is not Gangland Joker. He is like a much. I would have loved this Joker in Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Screw all this gangland. Hi, how are you? I've got damage on my forehead, and I talk like a fucking Fruit Loop.
With grills, yeah.
Look at my
with the badass
grill.
grills.
Look at my metal grill.
Yeah, the Joker that never told a single joke in the entire movie. Yeah.
Now, did it bother me when it was like, hey, Batman, how about you give me a reach around? No. Dude, you're fucking sick. That's some more sick shit we don't need. I ad-libbed that. Can you tell? Yeah, we can fucking tell.
Yeah, it's Jared Leto, so yeah.
We can tell, Jared, you ad-libbed that part. But
They kept it in.
That it was much better than the ending we had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's true.
The way I'd see this ending and this epilogue that they put, Warner Brothers don't want anything else to do with Zack Snyder's vision.
Mm-hmm.
This film was released. They fought him tooth and nail, so did not have it released or to change it, or they put a lot of stipulations on it. It came out anyway.
This film does not exist. That's a myth. The Snyder Cut doesn't exist. Does everybody remember that? There is no Snyder Cut of this movie. It doesn't exist. It's an urban fucking legend. You're smoking grass. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Wow. I spent 4 hours last night watching something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Canon. It's not canon, they keep saying. But now that he's done this, they have no choice but to continue, because he set it off where you have to continue this story that he's come out with.
How many times though have they reset something?
Especially DC.
Especially DC. They can't even keep track of their animated department anymore. They have no idea what they're doing. And now that they've got JJ, you really think JJ is going to continue doing what Zack was doing?
Hell no.
So.
No, he's going to set up his own vision.
Yeah. And it's going to be a nightmare.
Where we have Superman and Batman with lens flares all over the place.
Oh, God.
Because when I think of Batman, I think of Bright.
Yeah. Well,
got to see the entire screen.
Do you think, and this is something I heard. I fucking hate rumors. That you're going to get an HBO Max Justice League, and then you're going to get a whole new universe being set up for movies.
Oh, jeez.
So you're going to have two IPs going that are going to be different. You're going to have new Black Superman with JJ. You're gonna have a new Black Batman. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Wonder Woman. They may use Gal, they may not. She's come under fire because she's not whatever enough for them.
Hmm.
Or she's too this or too that. And you're like, oh my God, really?
Well, she's gonna play Cleopatra, and that's clearly wrong because she's from that region, so that's clearly racist. Whatever.
So either they're just not. I think they're not going to continue this, or they're gonna have two different things going at once,
Mm.
and it's going to confuse the fuck out of people.
I think if that's the case and they do separate and have two things running simultaneously, I would be very curious to see which the fans latch onto and which one proves more popular. Because at the end of the day, HBO, they want to make money. You know, Warner Brothers, they want to make money. They don't care about opinions.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I
AT&T
don't know.
wants to make money.
Yes, AT&T wants to make money, and I think that HBO wants to make money. I don't know about Warner Brothers. You know, one of the biggest movies they had, biggest R-rated movie they ever did, they didn't make anything. They made the budget for the commercials back. They made their advertising budget back. And I know what you're saying. How the fuck can you make over $1 billion in a movie and only make your advertising money back? Because that is all they put into it.
It was mostly the investors.
It was all outside investors outside of Warner Brothers, and they have to be paid first.
Yep.
So WB gets what's left over. That's why they immediately were like, hey, let's make a second movie.
And I don't want there to be a Joker 2. It was perfect. Leave it alone.
Yes. Yeah. That I'd agree with. Yeah.
They've already paid JJ $500 million.
Oh, shit.
What a great decision.
Have they?
Fantastic.
I know. I believe you. I believe you, Cardinal. I don't see how they're gonna.
Yeah. It. I don't know. It depends, doesn't it? It's at the end of the day, we got this film, and they fought tooth and nail. Like, as Loki was saying, this film doesn't exist. You know, it's not a thing. It's never going to come out. People fought tooth and nail to get this film to come out. From what I've seen so far, a few little nitpicks, but it was fun. This film did not feel like it was 4 hours long. I sat through it.
No, it didn't.
In one go, and enjoyed it. I had fun watching this film.
It is easily okay. So I've not been a fan of Zack Snyder's vision for these superheroes at all. I've not liked Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. I haven't liked them at all. This is easily the best thing he has done with these characters, and it was coherent. The action was well paced. The story went from A to B to C, so it was easy to follow. It was very, very well done.
He didn't make $500 million. He's got $250 million on the deal. I do know what other people have reported, but it was going to be a $500 million price tag. The deal actually was 50% less, $250 million, but Abrams will secure additional revenue through producing, writing, and directing. But he hasn't been paid for that. This $250 million, this is what he's going to make, regardless of what he comes out with. So he has been paid $250 million. Everything else is going to be tied into producing, writing, and directing, which has not, he has not been paid for, and there is no definitive payday yet. He's got to be attached to a deal first.
Yeah.
Nubia, yeah, I heard that too, Chris Persia. Nubia, he might very well bring in Nubia and have that as the new Wonder Woman. So anything's possible. But guys, I think that is the final spoiler. I thought was great. the last little bit, Martian Manhunter. I knew that was going to happen already. When I found out it was the
Yeah.
general, I was like, son of a bitches, spoiling shit for me. And he was in the other movies. He was in Superman. He was in Man of Steel. He was in Batman versus Superman.
Mhm.
Oh, that's Martian Manhunter. Okay. Darth Haster gives an 8.9 out of 10. I would give it a 9. That's what I'm going to give it. I really liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was a hell of a lot better than Joss Whedon's movie, which is not that hard to do, but I mean a hell of a lot better. It's like night and day. Anyone that said, "Oh, this is Justice League with this is the deleted scene version," no, bitches. This is a whole different movie.
Yeah, it's a different film.
The only thing I missed was, "Do you bleed?" I love that in Whedon's version. When he picks up Batman, he's like, "Do you bleed?" He's like, "Oh fuck, I told him that. Fuck, fuck, fuck." Yeah,
But he has the CGI lip at that point though.
yeah.
So I'm fine with it not being there.
That was a terrible scene. You see his mouth moving all over the place.
Best possible scenario. Zack Snyder writes, JJ directs. It's still bad. So, what do you guys think? If you had to give it a score, 1 out of 10, 1 to 10.
7. I'd probably say 7. It's easily the best of any of the Zack Snyderverse DC films, but I don't like the basis of those of this universe, so that weighs it down. And there are some plot hole issues, but this is easily the best one, so I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Later, Wookie. 7 out of 10 from Josh. What about you, Sammy?
I'm reserving judgment
Okay.
because I'm casual fan, so yeah, I'll hold off on mine till we go to our show.
Purple. You holding off too, Purple? We're holding off. We're holding off. Got a 9 out of me. I'll tell you why. I got a 9. Well, I'll let you guys get out of it because we've got your show to do too. I hate the fucking soundtrack of this movie. I love the score. I love the score.
It was awful.
I thought the score was great. When I started to pick up that Hans Zimmer, da-dun, da-dun, I was like, holy shit, here we go. And they've got a couple of really good score pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was abysmal.
I was like, yeah, you're like, what in the fuck? They definitely didn't spend any of that $70 million securing the ability to use good music in the movie.
Didn't like Hallelujah in.
Oh god!
See, I love Hallelujah. I love that
the song.
And when it was just the piano at the beginning, I was like, "This is a nice little end to this film." Then the singer comes in, I'm like, "Oh god!"
Oh dear!
It's not that she was a bad singer. It was she's doing a vibrato, which you really shouldn't do for this song.
No.
I was like, what happened to Junkie XL? Really? I thought we were doing Junkie XL. What the fuck? That's gonna be like, they're gonna clip that and be like, Loki, Justice League. What the fuck?
At least it didn't have come together in the middle where it's like, the whole team's coming together. Do you get it, people?
Come together right now. No, thank you. No. They removed some bad music and they inserted some worse music.
Yay.
That's all I can say. The score, though, epic. I loved it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We've got scores up. We've got 9s, 8s, 7s, 8s, 7.5, 6s, all kinds of shit. Thank you, guys, so very much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. It is Friday. We are going to do a member stream later today at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have a member stream. So if you are a part of the YouTube membership, if you've got that green name, then hop in, hang out. We're going to do an open mic night so anybody can come up and talk and hang out. Can't wait to see you guys there. We're going to be on the Valkyries in an hour talking more about this movie. So catch us there. Make sure you all go over there in 1 hour. Valkyries, rise and shine. We'll be over there talking more Justice League. Thank you all so very much. Everyone have a great one, and we will catch you guys later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.